What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackerz. Oh man, another tournament, another day, another tournament matchup. Let's go. Let's get into it. If you're new and you're wondering what this is, let me explain a few simple rules and how this whole process works out. So, each day on my channel, I upload one matchup from this tournament, and in the tournament, we have a bunch of characters that are all... This tournament is for fun, so I want to stress that first and foremost, all for fun. If there's a character you like, or if there's a character you don't like, don't bother with them. Alright, don't bother with them. Who cares? But it is for fun. So we have 72 characters in all forms of different, avenues from gaming. First party, third party, assist trophies, spirits, anime, characters that are disconfirmed in, from studios or fans think they're deconfirmed, whatever it might be. Again, tournament is for fun. So if you like one of the two characters in the match, feel free to still vote for that character. This tournament is to see who you guys still want to be playable in Smash, regardless of their situation. So, with all that out of the way, rest of the rules. It's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times. So, you lose once, you drop to the loser bracket, you lose from there, and you're done. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I will flip a coin on camera, best and fairest way to break the tie. And each matchup, voting-wise, only stays open 1 week. That way we just keep getting new matches, and the results keep the tournament rolling. So now with all that out of the way, let's go to the results from last week. So who was it again? The results from Kamek taking on Pyranikos, and I said it a couple times already. Pyranikos, I believe, is so far the surprise of the tournament. I mean, we still got a ways to go, don't get me wrong, but... I think she's the surprise of the tournament so far. So, just tallied up the votes, and let's say I'm surprised again. There we go. Check this out. Pyranikos wins again. And I do want to mention something real quick. I did notice a couple people voting a few times. I didn't count their vote multiple times. I only counted it once. Again, it could have been like an accidental, you click and maybe it didn't go through, but it actually did or something like that. So if I see your name on there twice, I'm only counting one of your votes. I'm just going to, letting you know that again, because you only get one vote. That's always been the rule. So, Pyranikos wins it 47 votes to 28. I was, again, surprised, but congrats to Pyranikos. Moving on to the next round. Congrats. Again, if you're a fan of Kamek, don't worry, we're in the winner's bracket still, so he just loses, which, like I said earlier, you lose and you drop to the loser bracket, and then if you lose from there, you're done. But as of right now, Kamek just has the 1 loss, so still alive in the tournament, so we'll see how Kamek can bounce back in his next matchup. So that brings us to the match for the day, which is Cuphead from Cuphead taking on Agumon from the Digimon series. So let's jump into it, shall we? So first up, Agumon. Now, as a gaming fan and as a person who just grew up around, the time that Pokemon and Digimon both spiked and got very popular, and there was that rivalry this would be something cool I'd like to see in Smash Bros. Just, finally we could get the Pokemon versus Digimon sort of side of things. People have been wanting to see that for a very long time, and, Smash Bros. Has the chance to give it to us. I mean, Bandai Namco, after all, working on the game, I think very likely they get one of the final 2 remaining characters in the Fighter Pass. I mean, they got a lot of franchises to pull from. Digimon could be one of them. Now, when you talk Digimon, and this always comes up, so I will touch on it very quickly, is Digimon a video game series? Now, is it, did it originate from a video game? Some people say no. Some people, like myself, I truly believe it is. I mean, so Digimon actually started as one of the Tamagotchis. So basically it's like a little virtual pet that you had to actually play with. You had to keep it alive. You had to play the game to keep your little pet alive. I don't view in my opinion here, obviously, but I don't view Tamagotchis as a toy. I mean, I always bring it up, but Amiibos, those are toys. I could leave those on the shelf and they're fine. I don't have to touch them. They're toys. They're whatever they are. But a game, you have to play it. You have to actually interact with this thing to, make it do what it's supposed to actually enjoy what it's supposed to. I mean, again, you have to play with the toy to enjoy it. But again, the Tamagotchi I view as a game, so I'm kind of on the side that Digimon started as a game series, but ultimately it evolved or digivolved into Digimon. I had a bunch of facts quite a while ago. One of them I learned was Digimon is one of Bandai's biggest franchises overall. I believe it's like best-selling franchises, I want to say. I don't remember the exact thing, but it's one of Bandai's bigger franchises, and to pull from Digimon, I think would be a very awesome idea. Plus, you could give Agumon, in this case, because that's who's in the tournament for Digimon, you could give him a very cool mechanic of digivolving throughout the fight, perhaps. Now, maybe you could make it damage-based intervals, like you reach a certain damage, like maybe 50%, and maybe he digivolves into Greymon, and then maybe you reach 100% and he goes into Metal Greymon. And then maybe for the final smash, you can go into War Greymon, which would be kind of really neat to see as well. So, I mean, you could do some pretty cool stuff. And Digimon are somewhat similar to Pokemon in a moveset-wise, because they do have a lot to pull from. If you've ever played the card game, you ever watched the anime itself, they have more than just one attack. I mean, Agumon in general has is probably the main thing everybody... If you know Digimon, the main attack would be Pepper Breath. It's like a little fire breath. So... And he's got kind of different variations of it. You could spit like 3 different fireballs. So Pepper Breath is just kind of one main fireball. And, other variations of it. You could shoot like 3 in, I don't know, like going left, right, and then center. Or something like that. Kind of like a 3... I don't want to say not 3 stage, but 3 projectile attack thing. I hope that made sense. That probably didn't. My bad. But he's also got claws. You could headbutt. He's got kicking. You could do some very cool stuff with Digimon in their moveset. And then again, going back to it because I would like to see it, I think it'd be really cool to finally have the aspect of Pokemon versus Digimon. Just be like, yes, it finally happened. Give it to us, right? So I think Digimon is in the running. I think, was in the running because the fighters have already been picked. Nintendo knows who it is. Sakurai knows who they are. Bandai's got to know who it is. They're working on the game after all. So chances are Digimon was in the conversation at least. So again, but Bandai is kind of fighting with a few other... not Bandai. Digimon is fighting with other franchises from Bandai. Of course, Hayachi and Tekken, or maybe somebody else from Tekken in general, maybe Soul Calibur. There's a lot that Bandai has that you could be like, nah, this would make a much better idea. Maybe Tales of, that's a big thing going around right now. Tales of series getting a rep in Smash, who knows? We'll see. But Digimon, I think we're in the conversation. Did it happen? We'll find out. We'll find out eventually. So let's go to his opponent, Cuphead. Got to point this out because a lot of people are... They just think that Cuphead is a Microsoft character. No. He's not. Check it right here. Let's pull this up. Right here. All that said, Studio MDHR, the developer behind Cuphead, owns the rights to Cuphead. So Cuphead is not a Microsoft exclusive character. Microsoft just has like the property distribution. So they were heavily involved in getting the Cuphead game onto the Switch. They had a big part in that, but it's not a Microsoft character. So I want to kind of clarify that a bit because I'm in the boat that no company will be getting 2 reps. So Microsoft overall is not getting 2 reps. Square's not, Bandai won't. All that. You get where I'm going with that. So Cuphead is in a different category. He's not under the Microsoft umbrella. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not mainly. So be an indie character. Cuphead would make a cool addition. So Cuphead has. Obviously, the game came out on the Switch, was it a month? 2 months ago? Within the past couple months. Never looked up sales numbers. I never bothered to do that. But I'm assuming it did okay. I've heard people say they've been enjoying Cuphead on the Switch. They enjoyed just the game because they never got to play it, whether it's because it was exclusively on Xbox and PC, and now it's on the Switch, so a lot of more people got to enjoy it and experience it for the first time. But it's like a side-scrolling sort of boss. I don't want to say boss rush, but a lot of pretty much every level. They got like a very difficult boss, and there's a lot of rage compilations online. I like watching those sometimes. It can be a challenging game, I will tell you that. So Cuphead would make, I think stylistically, is that a word? Style-wise, both the characters, Agumon and Cuphead, both, they fit and they kind of have a smashy vibe to them, smashy feel. So I think both of them can fit into the roster very, very well. Just kind of, take them and put them in the roster. Boom, they're good to go. So, maybe some other characters, like mature sort of characters, you might have to tweak them a bit to make them feel a bit smashier than what they are. I mean, they've done it in the past with other characters. But anyway, Cuphead, briefly, moveset, he's got finger bullets, so, don't have to worry about real bullets, even though doesn't Joker have real bullets? So you don't have to worry about that. But finger bullets, he can charge up the shot. So you got like a neutral B, maybe like a side special, kind of like Mega Man's side special. He fires off. That was like spot on. If you don't know what move I just described by that, you've never played Smash Bros. So, but yeah. So Cuphead, other things, flies around in an airplane. So you could use that maybe as a side special or potentially an up B, kind of a recovery move, being able to control the plane, and then planes can shoot the missiles. So you could do some pretty cool stuff. I know there's more to it than just that, but Cuphead overall, I mean, look at that mod. That mod looks great. That mod looks great. Let's get. I'd be okay with Cuphead, but again, made the argument for Digimon and Agumon that they're fighting with other franchises from Bandai. Cuphead would be fighting with other franchises overall under the indie umbrella. So of course you got characters like Shovel Knight and Shantae that would come to mind, but for the sake of this argument, we'll just say they're disconfirmed, even though they're both in the tournament, but they're disconfirmed just for this argument. All right. So other indie characters, Undertale would come to mind. Cave Story would probably come to mind with Quote. I had another one and I forgot, so maybe it wasn't that important. But there's other indie characters that might be, considered. But I think Nintendo's going to go for the bigger, much more broader characters that people will recognize a lot more. So maybe that kind of, I don't know, maybe kind of hurts Cuphead's chances a bit more. And maybe that kind of goes in favor of Digimon a bit more. I don't know, but let me just go to the votes. So for me, I like Cuphead, but as a gamer fan, as somebody who grew up around the time that the Pokemon and Digimon were kind of spiking in popularity, and they always have the comparisons. Agumon, I love the idea of the character and how he could play. So yeah, Agumon gets my vote in this one. Agumon gets my vote. I would like to see it. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So let me know who you guys got down in the comments. Remember, 1 vote per person. I check. But, yeah, that's going to be it. So quick sneak peek for tomorrow. Game 77, we will have Ryu Hayabusa taking on Pauline. Pauline's also another sort of surprise, I'd say. Because Pauline ended up defeating Shovel Knight by 6 votes, but she still defeated him, so that's interesting. And then results. Who's the results? We just had Kamek and Puranikos, so we will have King Boo and Crash for results tomorrow. That should be a good one. So that is all for today. I think I have another video coming out, another Amiibo sort of video coming out later today, so if you're into that, go ahead and check it out. Something to watch if you're bored. Just going to throw that out there. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.